Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? West Coast Battle Media, we are here. This is the official recap for the fire battle between Saynt and NXT from the PNR 916 off what they had 2 card, man. This is a definitely dope battle, man. I feel like this battle has a lot of replay value. I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen some people say, Nico, this battle was lackluster. It didn't really live up to the hype. NXT wasn't really fire. Saynt he wasn't really fire, but Saynt really was fire. Or NXT really was fire. What are we to do with this battle? How do you call this shit? Nico, media, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. We gonna break this shit down round by round. We gonna talk about who won. We gonna talk about who lost. We gonna talk about who stock rose, who stock dropped. We gonna talk about all that. We gonna talk about all that, man. First and foremost, I gotta give a big shout out to Q, Cena, everybody over there at PNR, man. Thank y'all for having me out, man. Much love and appreciate y'all for even having me hosting the battle, man, being a part of the event anyway. Appreciate y'all allowing me to go ahead and do my media coverage of the event, man. Definitely gotta give a big shout out and salute to y'all. The entire event was crazy. And this being the main event battle, man, this really shut shit down, man. So I definitely got to salute y'all for bringing this to us, man. Real shit, man. Salute for that. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man, shall we? So, round 1's on NXT. Let's talk about your round, sir. So, he had the whole entire deer and headlights bar. I was feeling that line. That was a nice line right there. Then he had the whole entire aerial. You know, when you be in the battle, you just, you know, it's fire. It's fire. I fuck with the line. I fuck with the line. Y'all see me. Y'all, man, it is fire. It's fire. It's fire. Then he had the whole entire tissue rolling off his roof. You know, you TP that fire. That was a nice line. I was fucking with that line. He had the whole entire Lush reaction. You know, pounds of it. You know, that was a cool line. I was fucking with the line. Needs a shell, but it isn't Gary. That was a nice line. Liz with Barry line. That was also a nice line. And the Harachi's line. That was cool. That was a cool little line. You put it on a stand. That was a cool line. I fuck with that one. Ed and Eddie friend, fuck with that. That was cool. You need somebody holding next. I thought that was dope. I thought people were sleeping on that one. That was actually kind of dope to me. I like that one. You know, the blasphemy versus Saynt. Yeah, that was dope right there. All in all, I feel like his round was solid. I feel like it was just solid in my opinion. I've seen better from NXT. He actually had better rounds in this battle than this one. I feel like it was a solid round though. I mean, you could say solid to good if you wanted to. But you know, I like to put the pressure on people. I like to make sure that people know, man. If I tell you had a solid round, man, that means you can improve on that shit. I want you to have a great round. I want 3 great rounds, man. So this round was solid, man. I fucked with the round. Had some nice lines in there. Had a haymaker or 2 in there that I was fucking with. But all in all, solid round, man. So let's go ahead and talk about Saynt's first round, shall we? So round 1 on Saynt, man. He starts off with 2 freestyle rebuttals talking about, you know, his shoes, talking about their fake J's, you know, just like your shoes and 9 got a kickback. That was fire. I fuck with that right there. He did have a stumble. Now, I know some of y'all have been over there in your moist ass feelings. The nigga choked. That was a choke, Nico. How dare you call it a stumble? The nigga sat there for 5 seconds. How could you possibly call it a stumble? Did you see the nigga's face? We were looking at his face on camera. What was this nigga saying? Was he mouthing the words? Was he talking to you? Were you feeding him material? Nico, media, hold it down, 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 hold it down. Get out your moist ass feelings. We're gonna talk about this right now. I called this a stumble. A choke to me is something like what Lux had to do, man. We all know Lux versus Calico, the famous choke. Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Crowd goes crazy. Okay, Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Where was I at? Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Oh man, we doing Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Harlem Hospital giving beds out. That to me is a choke. That's a blatant choke. You lost exactly where you were at and kept trying to bring it back and could not get it back. That's a choke. Stumble to me is where you kind of just like, you'll say something, you'll fumble on a word, or in this case where he has said a word and he just kind of sat there for a couple seconds, thought about it. He wasn't mouthing the words. I'm looking right at his face. Y'all couldn't see this face on camera. I'm looking at his face. He wasn't sitting over there mouthing the words back. He just literally just sat there for a second. So, oh, and got right into his round. I count that as a stumble. I do deduct points though. Let me make this clear. If you choke, round lost. I don't care how far you was. Round lost if you choke. But if you stumble, you can still win the round. I just deduct points off of your round. Feel what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and talk about the totality of his round, because after this little stumble that he had, man, he had some shit. So, He had the whole entire, saying at your door, I'm trying to spread my witness. That shit's fire. That was a haymaker. I fuck with that. Then he had the line about you show a demon a cross, necks got twisted. Nigga, what? That's fire. Fire as fuck, man. That shit was fire. Man, oh my God, that shit was fire. I fuck with that line. Hey, that's a haymaker right there. Then he had the whole entire, he half white. Y'all bringing me food without skeezing. Nigga, what? Fire. Nigga, this nigga, haymakers, nigga. This nigga, when he went for that punch, oh my God, that shit was crazy, man. Then he had the whole entire, this me versus a bitch. Really a mismatch. It's me versus a bitch. Versus a bitch. Saynt, you gonna catch this one when you watch it too, bro. You gonna catch this one. I see you, my nigga. Inside joke with my nigga. Salute though, man. Then he had the whole entire Urban Element line, man. That shit was crazy. I like that line right there. He had the whole entire your PG battle, breaking that whole entire situation down. That was cool. I fucked with it. Then he had the whole entire you couldn't beat Bourne because he couldn't lead a sack. Talking about how he couldn't lead Sacramento. Go ahead and pursue his PG. Man, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. He had the whole entire the power scheme, main niggas in power. Talking about the main niggas. That was a nice line. I fuck with that. And he said he had to bring the K to respect. Y'all remember Birdman, K, respect on my, y'all remember that shit, man. That was a nice line. Then he had the whole entire, I aim it at chest, my bad, I aim it at next. That was fire. I fuck with that one, man. Then he had the whole entire death sentence. That was an okay line. Then he had the whole entire line where he said you're gonna be next for the next 6 months, but you a dumb nigga, you'll be next forever. That was a nice line. So all in all, with Saynt's first round, I thought his first round was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was fire. The stumble did make me deduct points. It did make me deduct points, so I can't call this a great round. It was not a flawless round. With that stumble, you cannot call this a flawless round. So it's not great. I call it a good round, though. This was a good round from Saynt. So, excuse me, round one, I clearly gave this round to Saynt, man. I felt like Saynt was doing his thing in this round, even with the stumble, man. I think he clearly got round one. He just had more energy. He was delivering his material better. He was just a little bit more fresh and crisp with what he was saying. So I gave him round one clearly, man. So round two, man, let's go ahead and talk about it next. I'm like, next, you gotta fight back, bro. Even in the building, I was like, next, you gotta fight back, bro. Like, what's up? Let's talk about this second round, shall we? So, next starts off, the round, something about, like girls stuffing their bras. That was a nice line. I fuck with that one. Then we gotta talk about it. He did do a little, check the left and then go to the right, pocket tap. You know what I'm saying? Pocket tap, pocket check, whatever y'all want to call it. You know what I'm saying? The battle was already physical. You know what I'm saying? The battle was already physical. There had been a lot of bumping going on. And that point right there, it came to a head like, hey, I need you to stop bumping me. You know what I'm saying? We need to cut that out. Obviously we did have to get in the way and break it up in between them. I'm going to be real. Me hosting that battle, I'm not finna break them up just because they had a couple bumps on the pocket check. When they got to that point of maybe something could go left, nah, I break it up. But y'all the main event. Y'all the two people the people wanted to see the most. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and decide for it yourself. And luckily, they did go ahead and decide for it themselves. They both had a calm heads and just went right back into the material. So next, right after that pocket check, he had the whole entire, I slap the dog piss out you. Then mark my territory with it. That was fire. I fuck with that line. He had the Angels in the outfield line. That was a dope line. He had to get out, which is flashing your face, so remember who you really are. That was a nice line. I fuck with that one. He had the whole entire, I can't mimic the sound of this. That was a nice line. I fuck with that line right there. I'm checking the arsenal like Trick did. That was a cool line. That was a cool line. Like the roll close the head line. That was a cool little line. I fuck with that. Like 5 losses, big homie. That was a hard line right there. I fuck with that line right there. He had to get rid of the bum look line. Y'all remember that one? He had the window, the bum look. That was a nice line. I fuck with that line. Battling his brother's past. Your brother's past, your brother's past. That shit. That was a nice line. I fuck with that. Then he had the whole entire Kingdom Hearts. Let's just say the blade was key. Nice line right there to end the round, man. I felt like he did enough in this round to make it better than his first. So I say this round was solid to good. I felt like he improved on a couple things. I felt his energy was just a little bit better. So I say solid to good. But let's go ahead and talk about round 2 on Saynt, man. Round 2 on Saynt. There's a consistent thing with Saynt in this battle. He had freestyle rebuttals every round. This is something new from Saynt that we're seeing. He actually was rebuttaling and freestyling. So he started off round 2 you know, with a Kingdom Hearts thing, talking about nobody heartless. That was a nice little freestyle rebuttal. I fuck with that. Then he had, this is where I see the growth in Saynt. He switched up a little bit. He had the whole entire, you know, you probably say nigga in your house and somebody gets uncomfortable. That was a nice line. That was hilarious. I fuck with that line. Then he had the whole entire, you know, you see the clan, you try and, you know, tell them you're a part of them, you know, it's cool, and, you know, and they don't want to do that because you ginger and they don't fuck with you. That was a nice line. So you see how he kind of switched it up with some humor up in there. And then he had the next line about, you know, you sleep good. I don't really see the crooked necks. That was fire. That was fire. I fuck with that line. Then he had the whole entire Harry Potter taught us how to catch a snitch with a sweeper. Fire! Nico, hold it down. Do it. Fire! Fuck you niggas talking about. Fire! Nigga, what? That shit was crazy. What? Catch a snitch with a sweeper? What? Saynt, let me holler at you for a second, Saynt. You just coming with the haymaker, huh? Just out of nowhere, huh, nigga? You know it's gonna excite the crowd? You know what the viewers want to hear, nigga? Haymakers, nigga? Harry Potter, nigga? I know something about Harry Potter. I know a little something. I see you, Saynt. Okay, I see you. I see the growth. I see the evolutions. I see you. Okay. Fire line. God damn it. We're going to talk about that goddamn line too. I see you, Saynt. God damn it. And he had the whole entire, the 21 playing Madden. That was a nice line. His range limitless. That was a nice line. He had the Dick Gregory line. Rest in peace to the ancestor, man. He had that line. You know, not urban, you don't want this nose in your face. That was another line. He had an Aria line, a Spotify line. I felt like those were both cool. The Carter 5, that was a nice little line. The Paul Walker shit, I counted that as I won't say it's a haymaker, but I say it's like in between. It's a good line to a haymaker. I say it's right in between there. It was a nice line. I fuck with the line. So the second round, in my opinion, is closer to the first round to me. Definitely closer than the first round was complete for both of them. In this round right here, I did give the edge to Saynt. I thought Saynt was just, again, a little bit more crisp in this round. The stuff that he was hitting with was just hitting just a little harder with me. And I felt that, you know, because of that, he did enough to go ahead and win this round. So already I know I got Saynt up 2-0. I do. He won the first clear to me, and the second was an edge. I know. Nico, he's already won the fucking battle. Who gives a fuck about round 3? Get the fuck out of here with your recap. Niggas don't give a fuck about round 3. Real nigga time, Nico. What the fuck is this? Is this real nigga time? Is this a real nigga recap? How dare you give us a recap with 2 rounds already won? Nico, media, hold it down. Get out your moist ass feelings. Yes, I did have Saynt winning the first and edging the second. I do. But we gotta talk about the third. Can we talk about the third round? Can we talk about the third round, please? Before y'all get in your moist ass feelings, can we talk about the third round? Thank you. Let's talk about this third round. So, getting into the third round. Next had a freestyle rebuttal in the top of the third. Didn't really hit. But I like the fact that he is thinking about freestyle. He's trying to add more to his arsenal. So I fuck with this round in its totality. You're going to learn more why. He had the whole entire dub into a dab line. That was fire. I fuck with that one. Red down on him. That was a cool line. Have Born With You. That was another nice line. He had the vice versa either way line. That was a nice line. He had the Mac Trek line. That was nice. I fuck with that. You know, I like to brag about what my pops do. Come on, nigga, that's fucking fire. That shit was fire. White side, I let to brag about what my pops do. Fire line, man. Fire line. I fuck with that one. He had the whole entire Rack City line. That was a cool line. I fuck with that. All you hear is the before the augment. That was a nice line. I fuck with that one. Going to Heaven, because he left his life in the hands of a saint. That was a nice line. I fuck with that line. Miles Away From Home, how he had his name, put out his real name and everything, name flip. Oh, that was a cool little thing that he did. Those little 2-3 bars right there. I fuck with that right there. Shot yourself in the foot. That was a cool line. I fuck with that. This shit was fucking crazy. Demons telling me yes, Saynt telling me no. It's like I'm talking to my conscience. Nigga, what? Nico, hold it down, hold it. No, fire! You know, hold shit down. That shit was crazy. You serious? Demons telling me yes, Saynt telling me no. It's like I'm talking to my conscience. My nigga, what? Fire. That shit was fire as fuck. That shit was fire as fuck. One of the best haymakers of the battle. That shit was fucking crazy. That shit was crazy. Then he had his whole entire thing. He'll be the one with his head down with no response. That was a cool line. Had the line about the oldies playing, oldies spitting. That shit was fire. I fuck with that line. And they had at the end where he was like, you know, the Smith, you know, I keep pushing point into the West and splitting up. That was a nice line. I fuck with that line. Talking about the whole entire NorCal, SoCal. I fuck with that line, man. This round right here was his best round of the battle. I'm not gonna lie. This is the type of shit I want to see from Next. He had a complete round. Like I said, he tried to freestyle it. It didn't hit, but the fact that he tried it, actually put that into his arsenal of what he can do, that shows the growth that he could possibly get more of in the future. So yeah, he had a very complete round. This is a good to great round from him. I'm not gonna lie. I was thoroughly impressed with this round from Next. I fuck with this round heavy, man. He did his thing in this round right here. Getting into round 3 on Saynt real quick, he had the whole entire freestyle rebuttal of, you know, I don't believe that you fire nines, NorCals, you know, NorCal, Cap. That was a nice little line right there. He had the Austin Rivers line, that was nice. Brand new Rocket trade, the Clippers. Fire, I fuck with that one. Y'all, man, Chris Paul. Y'all know what it's talking about, goddamn. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. 5-point round, you know, Devil 5-point round, that shit was fire. I fuck with that line. Then he had the whole entire spy mask, that was cool. The car crash line was cool. I fuck with that one. Actually, the car crash round, I really fuck with that one. That was dope. I fuck with that line. The Coliseum, you know, Rep Your League, you ain't rapped on. You know, talking about Coliseum about it. That was a dope line. I fuck with that line. The John Q shit, how he set it all up, that was a nice line. I fuck with it. Then he went into his whole entire angle that he had for me this round. You're so attached to the chest, you name yourself Next. That was fire. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. That was fucking fire. And he had the whole entire, it's different. You try to be another nigga. That shit was dope. I fuck with that line right there. Then he had the whole entire, you know, separating Next from chest. I'm Sub-Zero. That shit was crazy as fuck, my nigga. That shit was wild. That shit was wild. I fuck with that one. You know, and he had the whole entire, you know, surf, you'll have your body in a lot. You know what I'm saying? Free surf. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice line. I fuck with that line. The second place line was fire. The steam meter line was nice. The confessional line was nice. You know, because I heard the Devil Wears Prada. He ended his round with that. That was also another nice line. I consider this a good to great round from Saynt. I feel more so on the good side. I feel like he had a lot of dope. He had a lot of good bars in here. But I feel like his other rounds probably have more of the totality of the full package, more haymakers and better just flow to it. So I gave this round to Next. I'm not gonna lie, I actually gave him this round pretty clearly. If you wanted to say Saynt won the 3rd round, you could. I'm just gonna be real. I felt like Next, everything that we want from Next, performance, how he delivers his material, everything. He was crisp in this 3rd round. This is the round from Next that I feel like we need to see more of. Now get better, because this wasn't his best round he's ever had, but I'm talking about the totality of the round. This is the stuff we're talking about that we like seeing from Next. So I gave Next the 3rd round. So I had Saynt winning this battle 2-1 edge, because I gave him the 2nd round as an edge. If somebody said they had Next winning the battle, I'm not gonna be mad at you, but it's kind of hard for me to give Next another round, just because I feel like Next really turned up in that 3rd, and he was really putting in work in the 3rd, but the other 2 rounds he wasn't as crisp in the totality of the round, though he had dope material. He had the bars, just not the totality of what everything you have to have in your battle, in your round. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I called it, man. I had Saynt 2-1. That's my recap. How'd y'all call it though, man? Y'all have Saynt winning? Y'all have Next winning? You know what I'm saying? Saynt telling you, you know what I'm saying, yes or no. Demons telling you yes or no. Were you talking to your conscience when you were doing this recap? How y'all call this one, man? Talk to me, man. Let me know how y'all recap this one, man. But this your boy Nico, though, man. West Coast Battle Media. We up out of here, man.